Today's video is on a bit of a deeper topic, and it is the fact that you shouldn't search for meaning in your life. Instead, you should make your life meaningful. Now this is, like I said, very deep topic, and it comes from Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl. He was an Auschwitz survivor who was a psychologist before he went in there, and so he studied like all of the prisoners that came in. He noticed in there somehow that if they didn't have anything to live for outside of the concentration camp, then they didn't live very long. So I'm kind of riffing off of that, and it's something that I'm trying to put into my life, because we all go through that existential crisis of what is the point of life, why are we here, what is the meaning of life. But realistically, that question will never be answered. For the whole of humanity, it has never been answered. So I don't think it's going to get answered now. There's a lot of crazy mystical forces that are in play with to do with nature, that have got us to this point. And sometimes you just have to accept that how that's happened, and we're just part of a reproductive cycle. So searching for the meaning of life and why we're here isn't going to be fruitful. But what is going to be fruitful is making your life meaningful. And then if you make it meaningful, you then technically have a meaningful life. So what do I mean by that? To me, that means making sure that your existence on the earth, this is very like a massive topic, and this is just my opinion, but your existence on the earth, what would happen once you're dead? Is anything that you've put into the earth going to be remembered? So for me, the main thing that I think most people will find life meaningful via is children. To me, I can't wait to have children. We're just currently getting into the space where we're best placed to have them, not it. Because children, they are the next line of your bloodline, and they can go on to produce their own kids, so then you're constantly bringing more life into the world. Some people make their life meaningful by putting long-lasting things into the world, so authors, artists, even people who are have a lot of fame and stories about them, because like Hippocrates, Socrates, Plato, Marcus Aurelius, their life stories have continued for eternity. So if you live like a very interesting life, there's a chance that your stories will carry on. If you put a book into the world that's very famous, Marcus Aurelius's Meditations has also kept up to today. There's books that are centuries old that still are read today. There's scientists who have breakthroughs that the science is named after them, very meaningful. And this isn't an egotistical thing where I want my name to be remembered. I just want to be able to have some kind of impact on the world that makes my life worth living. I don't want to be that person who just goes to work 9 to 5 for 40 years of my life, has a happy retirement, and then poof, dead. No one remembers me. My whole existence was null and void. That's how I see it. Now, all those methods that I mentioned are very large things that not everyone's going to be able to achieve. Apart from having kids is probably the most accessible. But I also think another way to make your life more meaningful is by not letting your days of existence vanish into thin air. And what I mean by that is start to document your life more. Journaling, even as sad as it sounds, put more stories up on Instagram, stuff that will stay in the archives, that can, if someone really wanted to, they could go in, look at what you were doing on the 12th of June 2019. They could see something for it, because before I journaled, I couldn't tell you how most of my days were spent. Even holidays, I would be a struggle to remember unless I'm looking at like actual photos and stuff. And I don't want my life to be like that, where if I got Alzheimer's today, then most of my existence will be gone. So I journal every day, make sure all the key points of my life are documented. I do a yearly video where I literally just speak into a video just for myself. I'll let my kids watch them once I have kids, but a yearly video where I'm just updating on my life. I think just stuff like that helps you. If you document your life more, there's literally more documentation of your experience of life, and therefore your life is more meaningful because there's more to it. Whereas if you're the person who just goes day to day doing the same thing every day, nothing gets documented, you just turn up the next day, you only have the stories in your head, and some other people have stories about you. But if you had an accident today and you were knocked out, you lose your memory, or you do die on that day, a lot of your life will have just vanished. And to me, that would be the saddest thing, of a life of almost no existence. So it's very deep, and a lot of people won't like it because they are the person who haven't documented, or they don't plan on becoming someone who stays around in this world. So, and to be fair, not everyone is going to want to do that, but I think, to me, I would like my life story to actually impact other people, and then I would feel like you live on forever, kind of thing. Um, it's hard to say it's not egotistical, but yeah, the bottom line is I just want to live a meaningful life, and to live a meaningful life, you kind of can't only live it for yourself, and if only you know about your life, then it can't be that meaningful because it hasn't impacted anyone else. That's the bottom line in my thinking. Um, yeah, let me know what you think on this. I think this one might be a controversial take. Um, do you even think about this? Because I know a lot of people just won't even contemplate how the meaning of life and how meaningful their life is. But if this has opened your eyes, let me know. It would be interesting to know. But thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and take care. Thank you.